latest version of India's most popular pickup truck, the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross. The front of the car has received a very mild facelift over the years. It's got a very aggressive looking face, something you'd find maybe perhaps on the bigger sibling, the MU-X as well. And this new shade, which is also borrowed from the MU-X. Funny enough, when you look this car from front, you can't tell that this car's length is actually almost 5.2 meters long. The front of the car is super aggressive, the DRLs and everything. But the main thing is that this front does not show the bulk, and that is when you come to the side. The side shows the huge bulk, the 5.2 meters length, and this is what gives the car its presence. It's a long walk to the back, but once you do get to the back, you notice that there is actually very minimal details in the back. There's a huge logo of Isuzu to tell the people behind you that what car you're driving. It tells you the model D-Max and the variant. Simple looking taillights and a simple looking bumper. This is the tailgate, so you can actually open it to bring you to the huge flatbed. If you've been in the MU-X, then this is a very familiar place. The same head unit, same AC control. In fact, now with the facelift, this car pretty much has the MU-X's interior. Although there is one variant above this which has the automatic, and that has the same stitching on the leather seats and the same total equipment that the MU-X has. There is a higher variant that has an automatic gearbox. This has the 5-speed manual. The automatic one is the top of the line Z Prestige. That has the 6 airbags, all the works. That is completely the MU-X. This misses out some of the features that the MU-X has, like the 6 airbags. Rest is just exactly the same. It's a very familiar, very nice place to be. Although I would feel that perhaps the driving seat has a little less support, under thigh support. So when on long drives, it might or might not work out for you. Rest, the driving position is perfect. You can see the whole hood, and it's a very, very good place to sit, especially when you're navigating this huge car in bumper to bumper traffic. Really easy because of the driving position, and overall ergonomics is just bang on. Now I'm the rear seat of the V-Cross, and I can instantly say that legroom is perfect. I can find few faults though. The rear backrest is too upright and this seat is too low. As you can see, my thighs are here, but the seat ends here. It's pointing too much towards the sky, and it's just not very comfortable. Not a deal breaker. I mean, you can definitely spread your legs. This seat is adjusted for my driving position and there's enough room. But again, not the best out there, and if you're looking for comfort, I think you're better off with the MU-X. But rest, for short drives, the occupants will be pretty happy in here. However, there's one thing that I found really funny in here. There are no AC vents in the back, no charging socket, no nothing. But there is a USB port. I mean, Isuzu is giving priority not to your aircon, but your phone should be charged at all times. Also, there is an armrest, but there are no cup holders. It's just a very simple armrest.
I guess it's finally time to get behind the wheel of the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross. To start things off, this car has a 2.5 liter turbocharged diesel engine that produces about 134 bhp with about 320 Newton meters of torque. This car is mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox, and yes, it does come with a 4-wheel drive system that is hugely capable to take you anywhere and everywhere. The 2.5 liter turbocharged engine is really torquey. When I say torquey, it's really torquey. But all the torque is only till 3,500 RPM. Below that, you are in ultimate boost. You are going to make amazing progress. But once you rev past 3,500 RPM, there is like a flat spot. And then you hit the higher part of the rev range where you're not going to make much progress and you're just going to make engine noise, which this engine does get very loud post 3,500 RPM. And you have literally zero torque because you won't be moving much and you're out of boost. To make optimum progress, you need to keep this car in within the 3,500 band and shift up in that. So when you shift up at 3,500 RPM, you will be in the torque range once in the higher gear you go into, and you will make amazing progress. If you do go above that, it's just your loss. Coming to the ride and handling, the ride is really good. I've heard that rear springs are leaf springs, so it's supposed to be bumpy, but I didn't find it that bumpy, and I actually found it to be really manageable. I took this car off-road, I took it on the highway, I took it everywhere. It's really manageable, and the handling definitely is predictable. Predictable is the right word, because there is quite a lot of body roll, but it doesn't feel like it's going to tip over. It's not going to feel like it's going to flip. Obviously, this is helped by the traction control, the ESP that this car has. They help to keep the car in line and very much poised mid corner. Even entry of the corner is really balanced because of these electronics that help the car really be really stable in the corner. The gearbox of this car is a 5-speed unit, as I've mentioned before, and it's definitely a notchy unit. It's not the smoothest of gearboxes you'll find around. Definitely not as smooth as a hatchback or a sedan. But again, it's a truck, and that's what you have to accept, that this truck is rough, it's tough, it's supposed to be difficult to drive, and the gearbox definitely complements that nature of this truck, where it's a little difficult, not I would say impossible. It is difficult, and it is a little heavy, and the throws are very long, but it's something you can't complain, and something you can definitely get used to while driving this truck around town. Driving this truck is definitely a very unique experience, and definitely something that you would definitely remember, and I already miss it quite a lot because everything just feels so different and special, something you'd never forget. In conclusion then, the Isuzu D-Max V-Cross. Yes, it's very big. It's going to be very difficult to park. It's going to be very difficult to manage in city traffic. But look on the flip side, you get amazing looks, you get very decent equipment, you get amazing ground clearance, you get amazing four-wheel drive capabilities, which I tested, and it turned out to be really amazing. You have decent kit, you get decent fuel economy as well. I got 11.5 to 12 kilometers per liter in the city, which is really good. And obviously, did I mention the looks? Obviously I did. It's such a brute, and it's so imposing to drive. I absolutely loved it, and I think this car, it's alone in its segment. There's nothing really going against it. That's why it's priced at 19 lakhs ex showroom. I think it's got all the recipes to be a success, and people are accepting this car, this size of car in the market now. It's doing really well, and I think it shows by the way it is so dynamically proven and reliable due to Isuzu's famed reliability. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.